Hello creative friends, it's Serena here. Thanks for joining me today on my YouTube channel. Now, I haven't posted a video in quite a bit, and it's not because I don't have material. I do have some clips. In fact, I have kind of a mix-up of clips to make up a video, and I just haven't had time to edit. I've been working on my studio, and that is coming along. I'm finishing up the outside, starting to stain the wood, and it's starting to look very nice on the outside. But I'm keeping that for a final reveal, so you don't get to see it just yet. But I do have some interesting finds, or not a bit of a haul that I'd like to show you with a couple of things that I've picked up and I hope to play with a little bit. I haven't done a lot of playing in my studio yet, not recently, since I've done all that swatching, but I know I will, and that's starting to get to be a motivating factor for me. For a while, for health reasons and other reasons, I've kind of been very slow in my studio progress, and I want to get to the end before I finish the middle. Have you ever done that? You get tired of doing something and you want to, enjoy the end of it. I want to do art, I want to paint, I want to draw, I want to go out and plein air and have a setup and sit down and draw some of the beautiful things, especially now that fall is rolled around. But I have to finish the studio in order to do that. So I have to bite the bullet and be good and finish what I started, and then I can play. So I will take you on a bit of a journey with the clips that I've made, and please excuse some of the choppiness of it. One thing I do want to mention is that my channel evolved as an art channel, and it's supposed to be mainly an art channel, it's true, but I do include a few clips here and there of what I'm doing, because I'm a person, I'm not an art robot, and I do other things. So I'm hoping that people find the other clips a little bit interesting, but I have had a comment or two about people wanting to see the art on the channel, so I've decided to get right to the art and then put the clips at the end in this video, so that if you want to see it, you can stay. If not, you can just watch the art part of it and then tune out as you wish. Either way, I hope you do hit that like button, and if you want to subscribe, subscribe. If you haven't, I really appreciate it. So without further ado, let's go ahead and take a look and see what I've got for today. I got something from Amazon that is to go with the journal I got that I showed you last video. The journal I got is in here somewhere. It is the Delusions Classics Journal. And the reason I got this was for mixed media, to play around with mixed media. And it has 3 different kind of pages in it. It's got, of course, it's got the flap. I showed you this last time, but it's got the creamy white pages, it's got black pages, and it's got craft paper colored pages. The craft paper is as thick as the white, so maybe a little bit thinner, but it's feels maybe a little porous, a little more porous. But all 3 of these in one, I just couldn't resist. I thought I would get this journal to experiment in, and I got something along with it that did not come until just recently. It is, I have a smaller set of these which I've been using, but I wanted the bigger set. This is the Kingart Artist Mixed Media Gel Sticks, and it's the 48 set. So let's, oh, it looks like that's broken open a little bit. So let's take a look inside. And I'm not going to swatch them, but I just want to open it up and show you what they look like. I can actually link the other one where I did a review of them up top somewhere in that little bar that runs across the top. But let's take a look at these, and I'll put that aside. Unfortunately, everything has to come in plastic these days, but that's just the way it is. Got to keep it from getting damaged with, you know, moisture and all. It's 4 different trays, 4 different containers here, which is nice. And let's take a look. I have them upside down, I think. They're all different colors. Oh, my eyes are going crazy just looking at these. But all different colors. So you see, you've got some greens and purples, and that's a beautiful pink. Some of those colors. I don't know if some of these are metallic or not, but they come in these handy things here. So if you want to take them with you somewhere, you can. Oh, I opened them upside down. Okay, now I've got to figure out how to get them back again. Oh, okay. Just shake them a little bit. There they are. Okay, so there's that set. And now that I know I did that upside down, let me go ahead. It's kind of counterintuitive because I think you want to like have this open part up top, but maybe that's just to look at the colors. This one, I can open it up. All right, why don't you want to open up? There we go. Open up that way. It's got a yellow in there with the other ones, grays and browns, and I wanted it specifically for all these greens. Look at those nice greens it comes with, you know, along with the couple aqua greens that we saw in the previous pack. I don't know what to call these things. I guess they're packs. Let's take a look here. It's easy to open it that way and then open them this way. But look at the eye candy. It's just, this is going to be great for mixed media. Just every color I can think of that I would want to use. And I had, like I said, I have a smaller set with just basic colors, and it's nice. But with just the basic colors, I'm a little limited. I want to use these in a little more detail. And with these, what I like about them is that I can maybe show you a little bit in here. I have the mixed media, Canson mixed media pad here, and I have something with swatches somewheres here. See if I can find it. That's a swatch thing. Let's see. I know I've got it. Here it is. Okay, so what I like about these is that they do dry. When they dry permanent. You really can't reactivate them. I do have some water here. Let me open that up. I was playing with watercolors in here. Here's some water on my finger. So let's see. Oh, okay. It does reactivate a little bit. It does reactivate. But I still like the fact that they dry. I don't know if gelatos dry. I've never tried gelatos. The cost of them just kind of kept me away. But these are kind of nice because, let me show you. I pull these apart. Here's just a random color. Got that there. And then do another color. This is probably going to be a terrible combination, but they do blend together nicely when they're moist. You can blend them together. Just look at that. Just like, I'll show you closer. You can blend those together just like pastels. Only they don't stay sticky and, you know, stick your pages together. That's why I got these, and I like using them. They're relatively inexpensive too. They weren't very expensive. If you can keep an eye on Amazon, every once in a while these things will go, you know, not these, but all kinds of things will go kind of on sale. They'll reduce them a little bit. especially around holidays when there isn't a lot of traffic on the site and they're trying to get people to buy things. They will reduce them or have a coupon code that you can use and get them relatively, you know, even more inexpensively. But those are the colors they come with. Thought I'd show you that too. But I got all excited about these when I saw them and I said, oh, I've got to get those. They look really, really colorful and bright, and I'm going to have a lot of fun using them. So maybe I'll swatch them in another video. I'm not going to swatch them right now, but maybe in another video I'll do that for you guys. Well, so I thought I would go ahead and swatch out these 48 Kingart mixed media gel sticks that I got through Amazon. So let's take a look. I'll go ahead and use my Canson XL mixed media pad. I like this. I really like this pad for all kinds of swatching that I do. I do all kinds of mixing and swatching and playing around and stuff. But let's go ahead and get a clean sheet here, and I'll start in with the first set. I think there's 12 in a box. I got 48 here, so it's got to be 12 to a box if I can do math. But all right, we're gonna I should just skip the white because we know what white is, but I'm gonna do it anyway. I'll just put the white. Now these I don't think have any color names. Let me hurry up through that one because that one's boring. That's just white. Do they have a color name on these? I don't see it. Not on here. Oh, it does. White 05016. That's what it says. Okay, that's good enough. It, you know, these are really like kids things. That has a little bit of a, not really a crust, but kind of a, I don't know if you can see that. A little bit of a, oh, almost like salt on the outside or something. Not really, but let's take a look. And that's black, of course. These go on so buttery. They're just really, really lovely to work with. And I'll tell you what, whoever designed these, they just are so well balanced in your hand. For something that's a kid's kind of crayon, I guess marketed to kids, they're really missing the boat on this. Not marketing to mixed media artists or creatives. All right, I suppose I should give you the color names on these. That was black, of course. This one, metallic red orange. And then this one is metallic copper. Kind of a light for a copper, but that's okay. This one is metallic dark pink. Oh, so these are all metallic colors. Not the whole 48, just this section. I was actually trying to, before I started the camera, I was actually trying to figure out what kind of order to do these in. This is metallic pink because they kind of go from one color to another, and then they start with the same color again. But I didn't realize those were metallic, so that might be why I'm seeing like duplicates. Metallic light purple. So I'm thinking this first batch I'm getting here is a metallic range, and the other ones are going to be straight colors. This is metallic purple. I don't use a whole lot of purple, but in mixed media you can kind of get away with, you know, making purple rivers and purple people. Metallic dark blue. So you can use purple for a lot of things that you normally wouldn't see in the purple range. A purple sun. All right, metallic blue. This is like more of a light blue, sky blue. They do have a little bits that kind of flake off on the sides. It's not very disturbing. It's not very annoying. This one, metallic dark green. This dark green? Wow. This is a very pretty color. Looks light green to me. I guess that's as dark as they can get with their metallics. And the last one in this case, metallic green. All right, so if that's going to be dark green, this is a lighter green. This is regular green. You can see it's flaking off a little bit, but it's not really annoying. It's kind of like what happens with some pastels, but I just like the fact that these dry. Okay, so that's the first pack, and here's the second pack I'm going to be working with. If I can get them open. All right, so the first one is maroon. Looks awful purple for maroon. I'm going to leave a spot where I can write the name next to it. That's a pretty color. That's a really pretty color. Like that. And this one's probably going to be purple. Yeah, just regular purple. It's super, super humid today. Ugh, it's just awful. Ooh. Wait a minute, you can't even see that. Sorry. Unfortunately, my camera does not, my setup does not allow me to flip the screen fully. I can only see parts of it, so I often leave you guys out, and I don't mean to do that, so sorry. Deep navy is this color. Oh, that's nice too. Wow, look at that. That is really beautiful. I could see kids making kind of a mess with this when they try to put the caps on, because I'm having trouble too. Here's ultramarine. That's pretty. You can see, if you do mixed media, you could see all the applications for this. Cobalt blue. See, I like this set because it's got a lot. They have another set too. They have like a 72 set. I had to look away. I really did. I was like, no, this is enough. Play with these. If you really, really, really like them and you wear these out, then you can get the bigger set. But no. This one is blue. This one is pale turquoise. I always like turquoise. That's an odd looking color for turquoise. Kind of a muddy color. Almost like a slate kind of green, slate blue. Let me move that up a little bit so we don't do the same thing again. And in the middle of nowhere, we've got a violet. Like no rhyme or reason. I don't know why they didn't put it with the other violets up top. That's violet. And we have pale blue. It's like a periwinkle. Or like a, yeah, kind of a periwinkle blue. This looks really pretty. This is a aqua blue. Aqua blue. Oh yeah, look at that. Oh, very nice. Very pretty. And this one is aqua green. I suppose if we have aqua blue, we have to have aqua green. Can you see some of these colors on that black paper in the journal? I can just picture that, like a jungle scene with all the greens and blues. I could just see that. Maybe a leopard or something in there. This one is turquoise. Very nice. So we will look at these colors here so that you can see. Of course, I didn't name them on the page yet, but just so you get a better idea of what they look like. And I am going to, let's see, these kind of, they're a little let's see, they're a little tacky still. What I should have done was maybe use that side. I could actually do that. I have just a mess on the other side. Yeah, I think I'll do that. That way I can see what's what all together. I can put them all together on 2 pages. All right, this is going to be like the greens and the landscape set, if you will. All right, the first one we have here is light green. What do you know? Let me get that down where you can see it. Let's not do the same thing. Okay, I'm kind of reaching over under the camera to do this. That's light green. Now, if that's light green, I don't know what they call this. Grass green, okay. That looks like a grass green. Like a May green. Oh, these go on so buttery. Okay, green, this is green. I almost said green green. Kind of like a Crayola green. Very pretty. Oh, this is a beautiful color. I wish you could get these open stock. Dark green. Look at that. Kind of like a fir green. Or a spruce green or something. This is olive green? The plastic cap or barrel doesn't look like it. Yeah, this kind of not quite what I was thinking for olive green, but it's useful still. Light brown. Oh, that I'm getting a little breeze. That feels just wonderful. It's so hot. Okay, brown. Of course, it's July, so what do I expect? And I've been actually on vacation. Our company closed down. This is dark brown. For the week, they needed to do some electrical work and clean the floors, and they wanted everybody out while they did it, so they had a mandatory week off. Iron is this color. Our company has some free days, what they call free days. Most people tack them onto their regular vacation days, but this year they made it mandatory to use them now, which they can do. They're giving us free days. What can I say? It's on top of our regular vacation days. This is gray, and some people don't have vacation days at all, so I'm grateful for that. But because it's a company that is based out of the U.S., and they have specific holidays in their country that we don't have. This is silver. It's only fair for them to give us X number of similar days off that their other employees in their home country get. This is gold. So I think that's nice of them to do it. Gold, that's awful yellow, but I wonder how much of it is, I did it again, how much of it is yellow and how much of it is going to be gold, but we'll find out. All right, there's that. One last pack. I'm going to open these up. All right, and let's see what these are. Here is tan. But anyway, this is the last day of my vacation. I tried to do a lot of work on my studio and I just couldn't. Lemon. The weather was a part of it. First 2 days off, we had pouring rain. It was just a total washout. And we had so many of these hot days that you can't... It really is taxing. Primrose yellow. It really is taxing on your body, especially if you're working alone. And you're hauling heavy stuff around, going up the ladder, down the ladder, up the ladder, down the ladder, moving wood. I had rather a disaster with the wood, yellow. The lumber that I have for siding the outside of the house happened to get I love that yellow. That's like a cadmium. This one is Naples yellow. That's very nice that they include neutrals like that. And look, it looks just like a Naples yellow. Maybe a little lighter side Naples yellow, but still Naples. I had a bit of an ant disaster where, orange, a nest of carpenter ants decided to make their home in the new wood that I just got. So I caught it before they made a lot of tunnels or channels. They made one or two, but mostly they were setting up, and they had some egg cases going on, and oh my goodness, I just had to move the whole pile somewhere else while I dealt with that, cleared them out, and then moved the pile to another area which was out of the way of my husband doing, did I do it again? Oh, out of the way of my husband doing lawn mowing and things like that. So it was a lot of moving wood, and I'll tell you, a pile of wood like that, and I'll show it to you, I'll put in a little clip of that, but moving a pile of wood like that is very tiring, especially in the heat and humidity. You almost don't have energy to do anything else. This one is pale vermilion. I should get on with the swatching and not tell stories because I get caught up red in the story itself. There's red, typical red. It's pure red. It's like a cadmium red. It's kind of nice. Sometimes you usually don't get that with mixes like this. Here's scarlet, and that's a nice color. It's kind of like a, almost the same as the red, but kind of like a little, I don't know what I want to call it. It's a very pretty color though. Rose is next. Almost like a rose, a deep rose red. Here's a rose. And then just two more here. This one is pink. I'm not doing a very good job of swatching like evenly across, so it's going to be a little bit wonky, but I don't care. As long as I know what the colors are. Dark pink. Some people always wonder why we swatch colors. Why bother swatching colors? You know, just play with them and make paintings and draw with them and so forth. But you really do need to know what the colors are, because sometimes, you know, if you go by the barrel color or the cap color, whatever you have with whatever you're using, colored pencils or whatnot, you're not always going to get the true color. You need to see it on paper, and you actually need to see it on the paper that you're going to use it on. So I should actually swatch it in that journal, but I don't want to waste a page of the journal doing swatches, which is stupid, because journals are for experimentation. They are for that kind of thing, and that is a handy, almost like index in the journal that you can refer back to when you are ready to work, or when you are working and you need a specific color. You can just flip back and see which color it is that you were looking for and pick the right one. You know, how many times have you actually, especially with watercolors where you can hardly tell them apart in the pans, how many times have you actually dipped your brush into something thinking it was something else and then used it and like, oh, wrong color. You know, you thought it was the right color, the color you were thinking of, but it came out a different color. It's, you know, just one or two pans over from the one you used, and you wound up not getting the color you wanted. But let me go ahead and show you, like I did before, all these colors. I hope you'll forgive me for going off screen like I did, but there are the colors there. Very brilliant. I don't know if you can see, it's a little shiny there, the gold and the silver at the bottom. And let's see those other ones. They have a little bit of a sheen to them. That first column, not a big sheen, but a little bit of it. A little bit. Just extra colors, I think. You know, the copper looks pretty good. The other ones are kind of just a little shinier than the rest. But really, overall, a nice set. I do like these. They're very, very pretty. Just thought I'd share those with you. But I wanted to draw your attention to these pencils. Now, this one is the first one that I've gotten. It's a Lyra Fabrice Color Giant. This one's in black. I'm using this for my, doesn't seem like it wants to focus. I'm using this for, I'm too close, that's why. I'm using this for my mixed media things. And in the line of this, which is quite a big, chunky, nice chunky pencil, you can see, I'll just swatch that out. See, it gives you a really nice dark black, And if you use the point, you can get a real fine point. If you, of course I used it a little bit, you use the side of it, you can get, you know, nice area filled in like that. But along the lines of these are these Create-A-Color Mega Color pencils. I wonder if the same, this one's made in Germany and this is in Austria, so not far apart from each other. I wonder if the same manufacturer makes them. This I got in black. Now these I got off Amazon. I don't remember where I got the other one. I might have gotten it from a like an art store, like Jerry's or Blick's. This one, it's a little bit different. It's a little bit cooler black. Feels a little different too. Not quite as dark, but they come in different colors here that I got. I got that. I got this one, which is chestnut brown. This is a beautiful color. Look at that. Look at that color. Isn't that beautiful? Really nice. And I just like the chunkiness of these for mixed media. I got an indigo. There's an indigo. Your typical, you know, indigo color. Nice and deep though. Nice for deep skies. Here's a beautiful one, turquoise dark. That's a nice, look at that color. Oh, isn't that fantastic? Okay, then I got an ivory, which I thought would be a little off-white, and it's kind of yellow. It's kind of almost like a very light Naples yellow. Not quite a lemon yellow. More like a light Naples yellow without as much brown. And then of course I got a permanent white, which you're not going to be able to see here. It's just white, but let's see if it covers over. It doesn't really cover over the other colors, so it's not something that you would use to layer. But I thought I would share these with you because I really like using them. They're really nice. And I got these Create-A-Colors on Amazon. Now you have to be careful when you get into the Create-A-Color site on Amazon, the screen that shows you the different colors that they've got available through Amazon. Some of them will charge you a separate shipping. It's like, these are like $2 something, $2.50, something like that. But the shipping is like $3 or $3.99. So I didn't get any of those colors. I only got the colors that were available with free shipping through Amazon. So apparently Amazon carries some of these, and others you have to get directly through the Create-A-Color website or link and in Amazon. But just be aware that some of those are directly from Create-A-Color and they will charge a separate shipping charge. But I thought I would share some of these in case some of you do some mixed media. I know a lot of people who do watercolor are getting more into mixed media as well. So just a fun other little item there. All right, so here is the pile of wood that I had to move. Of course, it looks bigger than it is. It's about 5 feet here by 3.5 feet across. It looks bigger, of course, because I have spacers in between it to give it air, but still, moving a pile like this of wood that is not kiln dried, so it's raw wood right off the tree, it's very heavy, it's got a lot of moisture in it, is very hard to do. And then moving it back is hard to do, so that blew some of my time, unfortunately, this weekend. All right, so you can see I've started to put some of the wood up on the sides. That is not finished. There's another strip that goes in between where you see those gaps, but it was really hard to get around the rafters in areas because I don't have the right tools, so I was struggling with all of that. But the lower part should be a little bit easier, and as I get to the sides, it'll go a lot quicker, I'm hoping. So I am making progress on the studio, but it's just taking me some time. Well, look what I lucked into. It is an old classic car show, and there's my husband enjoying the cars already.
Come this way.
All right, I will. Oh, he wants to show me something. All right, let's take a look. See what he's got. This is, I can't see what it says. What? Oh,
Look at that bottle. That's nitrous oxide. That's what they use to turbocharge the gas.
so what do they do?
You turn it on and the car runs, car takes off like a bat out of hand.
Oh, wow. Okay, well, that's what they did back then. Oh, really nice cars. Look at all these beautiful cars. Oh, you can hear they're still coming in. Everybody having a good old time. You know, there's all these free things that you can do. Hope you can hear me over that noise, boy. There's all these free things you can do in in the fall, in the summer and the fall. And, you know, take advantage of some of them, because look, it's free. They've got a raffle going on. They have a food truck or two, you know, but it's a good time for everybody. And some of these cars are fantastic. Even if you're not into cars, it's just nice to see something, you know, that's been around for a while, that's well built. So don't forget to miss out on some of these things that you have an opportunity to see locally in your areas.